Sometimes movies are massively overhyped, and I'm hoping that we're together on this today.
I love you.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Scott and I'm your host today and every other day as I take you through news and reviews in the world of horror. Today I'm talking Together, the most overhyped piece of garbage that has hit my screen in a long time that for some reason everybody loves. But before I do that, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell because I talk a lot about horror, and if you like horror movies, you're probably going to like what I do on this channel. Together is garbage. I'm going to be brutally honest. This is one of the worst movies I've seen this year. And it's had so much praise and so many people showering it with flowers and affection, and they do not understand. So this movie follows a young couple as they move from their city location to a rural one. It's all to do with moving for the girlfriend's job, and the boyfriend's kind of this douchey guitar band guy. From the off, neither of these characters are likeable. She's a little bit of a controlling bitch and he's an absolute douchebag. Now, their interactions with each other are awkward and odd and they feel unauthentic. And I can swallow that because the couple are having some issues. They're not quite on the same page. They're butting heads a little bit. But even their interactions with their friends feel incredibly wooden and none of them land. Like there's a bit where two of the friends are going, oh yeah, we're going back on tour. And he's like, oh, tour, that sounds good. I'd like to do that. I'll run it past my girlfriend. Like it's so wooden and it's so crap. And the acting in this across the board is piss poor. And I don't understand why people are praising it up. The only person in this I think is really good is the guy who plays the principal of the school. And I think he absolutely nails that creepy weirdo vibe perfectly. So the story of this is they go on a hike. They go on a hike and they end up falling into a cave after following these weird marked sort of hieroglyphic bells through the forest. And when they land in the cave, or they drop down into this cave, there's a pool of water. Now, anyone with any sort of a brain cell knows you do not drink still water. You do not get in still water. You do not touch still water because the chances are it's full of bacteria and it will kill you. But no, douchey band guy just gets his bottle of water and has a sip. And not just a sip, has quite a bit. And then they sort of go to sleep in the cave and they wake up and their legs are stuck together. The premise of this is really good. So there is a curse that this water brings you together as one person. And I think that's really cool. And some of the ideas that they used in this of this couple now basically being like giant magnets being pulled to each other is brilliant. Some of the scenes later on in the movie where they're literally being pulled like magnets, dragged through their house while they're trying to claw away. Really good. However, all of that is let down by the, I'm guessing, budgetary constraints of the visual effects. Now, there is a movie from the 80s called Society, which has a very similar premise of this kind of melting together, and there's a scene in that called The Shunt, and all of that was done practically and it looks incredible. This movie done some things practically but not very many, and everything else relied heavily on computer generated imagery, and it doesn't look good. In fact, no, it doesn't. It's not that it doesn't look good. It looks good, but it doesn't look realistic. And the problem when you're trying to sell a movie about people merging together is you want to be repulsed. The whole point of a body horror is you go, oh no, look, their hands. But it almost looks cartoonish. So all of that like gross out factor was gone from me. Even you've seen the picture on the poster of the eyelids coming together. Like that scene there, it gets the eyeballs touch, but then they touch and then it cuts away. And it nothing in the melting together when they really go for it really hit home. The only time things did work was when they were practical, like at the beginning when their legs are stuck together and they have to peel them apart and you get that goo. Like that is gross. That's disgusting. And overall, I think that this is a poorly executed movie with a very limited story. It has subpar acting, it has subpar special effects, and I don't understand why anyone is singing this from the rooftops as a great body horror movie. Like, if you want a great body horror movie and you don't want to go back too far to like the 80s when that was the biggest thing and the best thing they could do, go back to earlier this year. Go and watch The Substance, because that, body horror wise, is infinitely better than this. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I missed a big plot point here. Maybe I missed something that everyone else can see. And if I have, please let me know in the comments, because I love to get feedback on your opinions on films as well, because genuinely, maybe you did see something that I didn't pick up on. Maybe you can explain why it was cartoonish. Maybe you can explain why all of the interactions were off and wonky and wooden. And also, if you didn't like this, like me, like, get in the comments and we'll hate this together. Worst movie of the year. And I didn't think that was going to happen with this. I was quite excited to watch this, but Together is atrocious. Yeah, that's a downer for this episode. Anyway, until next time I see you, have a wonderful day. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll catch you on the next episode, when I'm pretty sure I'll talk about something that's better than Together, because that's not difficult. Bye, guys.